Welcome to the Hide Your Moms podcast. Somehow we are here. It's been a long journey, but we're here. It's probably going to be a pretty shit podcast, I'm not going to lie. But it's the first one. Hopefully down the line, we look back and we're like, okay, that was actually really bad. But anyway, this is supposed to be like a fun little podcast. Don't take everything I say like to heart, please, or you guys might get butt hurt. I don't know. I don't want you guys to get butt hurt. I do like big butts. I do like big boob. Okay, moving on. This is going to be interesting. Moving on. The name behind this podcast, obviously, is because I love moms. What else? What else would I name my podcast? I like MILFs. I also like the daughters that moms have. I feel like they go hand in hand. Hot daughter, hot mom, hot daughter. They come out of each other. One comes out of the other one. Moving on. Oh, man. What is going on? Like you guys don't really know who I am. I'm going to do a brief little history of my life. I am from a small town in Kansas. I went to Kansas State. I still go to Kansas State, but now just school-wise, I'm online, living in Hawaii. So took a leap of faith, boom. My grandma actually died a year ago today. That's not funny. I miss her a lot, but I laugh about it. Well, it's not funny. Just a cool fact that I thought I'd let you guys know. I don't know. So I'm a junior in college, and I am single. I've had 2 girlfriends. I've hit 1 girl with my car. Oh, yeah. Have I ever told you guys about the time I hit a girl with my car? I'm talking pedestrian. I'm not talking she was parked in her car and then I hit her. Or like she was in her car like for protection. No, I trucked her. No pun intended. Absolutely hit her with my car. Let me explain that story real quick. Let me put my feet up. So what happened is I was driving. I was driving. I was going to the gym. This is back in my old college town. Sweetie, if you're out there and you're the one that I hit, I'm so sorry. Like, again, I never meant to hit you with my car. I never meant to ruin your day. I never meant for your AirPods to fly out of your ears. Okay, I just didn't mean it. But man, I drilled you. So I'm on the way to the gym, and I need to pull out on the main road, like kind of out of my neighborhood. So I need to turn right. So I'm only looking left. When you need to turn right in America, you don't really have to look right because you're just turning right into that lane. So you only have to look at the cars coming from the left. Well, there's like a lot of traffic going on at this point in time. And I decided I was going to gun it. There was like one of our college school buses coming, and you never want to get stuck behind those because they're so frickin' slow. Like slower than slow. And so I didn't want to get slower than slow. This is going to take me a bit to get into my little rhythm. But I didn't want to get behind that car. So I try to gun it. And I'm only looking at to the left where those cars are coming. So I gun it to get in front of them. Well, since I'm only looking left, I probably should have looked right, because as soon as I gun it, hear this thud, and I look ahead, and there's this girl, like her hair is like on my windshield. Guys, I'm not joking. Her hair's on my windshield. She rolls up onto my hood, and I'm like freaking out. All of the traffic that I was trying to pull out stops. The school bus stops. Everything stops, and is just staring at me with this girl in my car because I just drilled her. And it's not funny, dude, but I smashed her. And so she like rolls off, and I like roll down my window, and I don't know. I see black. I don't know. I don't see I don't see color. I see red. But I wasn't mad. I was just like so scared. I felt so bad. And so what ended up happening is she gets off the hood of my car, rolls over, picks up her AirPods. No, she doesn't pick up her AirPods. She didn't pick up her AirPods yet. She comes over, and she's just like screaming at me, cussing me out. I only rolled down my window. I didn't get out of the car because she like got up way too fast and like came over and was screaming at me. So she like is cussing me out, saying, giving me every name in the book, like, you fucking idiot. Like, how do you not see me? Like, I'm obviously walking here. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it. I'm literally like this in this tone. Like, I'm so sorry. I did not mean it. I did not know you were walking across. Like, I don't know. Okay, to be fair, my blinker was on right. If she sees I'm only looking left, what is she doing walking out in front of my car? Granted, pedestrian probably has the right of way there, but man, you give me a target. I usually hit my target accidentally. So I drill her. She gets up, cusses me out. I'm saying, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do. I'm literally shaking at this point. She goes over, picks up her AirPods, and she says, you know what? Fuck you. I'm out. She didn't say I'm out, but she said, fuck you. And she picks up her AirPods, and she just walks, like, she just kind of limps away. Like, it wasn't like her walk wasn't perfect anymore. I don't know if I'm incriminating myself, but again, sweetheart, if you're watching this, I really did not mean to hit you with my car. I don't even know if I could remember what she looks like because I just don't even remember. I was so scared. Like, I literally like blacked out. I have no idea. But I did drill her, and I had a little dent in my car. I was able to like buff it out kind of, but she did leave a dent. And yeah, so that story haunted me. So what I did was I never, that bus that was on the road was waiting for me to pull out so they could like get my license plate. But I was like, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go to jail. She's walking. She's okay. Like, she's fine. So I don't pull out, and I like kind of reverse and go back home. Don't even go to the gym. I go in my apartment, lock my door, call my mom. Like, Mom, I just hit a girl. And she was like, what? Like, head on? Like where? Like at an intersection? Like, how did you hit someone? She thinks I'm hitting someone like in her car. I was like, Mom, I hit a pedestrian woman walking across the sidewalk, and she rolled up onto my car. And she like was like, are you serious? You hit a girl? Like an actual walking girl? And I was like, yes, I hit a walking girl, hit her. She wasn't walking anymore. She was limping. And I mean, I didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to do. I was so scared. But it ended up being okay because I locked my door. My mom would just calm me down. She was like, just stay in your house for a couple hours and then go to the gym. So I just stayed in my stayed in my room for a little bit. And then I was just waiting for the cops to come. I was waiting for the cops to knock on my door. But for some reason, shout out this girl. She must have been tough as nails because she never called the cops, and I never saw her again. Or maybe I did see her again. I don't remember, but I cannot remember her face. But I mean, I just feel, I just feel terrible. I feel terrible. Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's just, I mean, college is a place for stories for sure. And I don't know if I have the best ones. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm kind of glad I got away from the college life. And I mean, I still go to college, but like online, obviously. And I live in Hawaii. So I kind of got away from the college life because, man, did I make some mistakes, some big mistakes, some mistakes that not very proud of, including hitting a girl with my car. That wasn't the only crash I got into. Let me explain another crash. Actually, this is a good little segue to my other crash. This was my birthday. This is my birthday party. Not my birthday party, my birthday. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to treat myself with Chipotle. Chipotle is my favorite place to go eat. This is my 19th birthday, October 22nd, 2021. It's my first birthday in college. Yeah, I was like so excited. Me and my friends were going to hang out that night, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get Chipotle. I've been in a lot of car crashes in my life, a lot. But all of them happen when I'm just like on routine drives. I'm talking like going to the gym or going to like get food. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm more pedal to the metal. I don't know if my balls are hanging a little bit lower. I don't know where I get this like confidence, but for some reason I just feel so confident. I don't need to pay attention. Like I'm on my phone. It's just bad. It's just really bad. So anyway, I'm driving, and I swear this one wasn't my fault. Probably was, but I swear it wasn't. I drive, like the traffic gets really backed up on this one road in my old college town. And so the traffic's backed up all the way to where there's a light behind me. Like we're backed up all the way to the intersection behind me. So like I drove through the green and I got stopped right past the intersection, if that makes sense. So like right behind me is like the crosswalk. Right behind me is the intersection where all the traffic is. And I'm just waiting because it's all the way backed up. So I got ADHD. I don't know if you can tell. So I'm like maybe all over the place, but I'm trying to lock it in, all right? I'm just getting PTSD, and so I'm starting to get a little bit shaky. Dude, that feeling when you hit, like you hear the thuds on your car, dude. Oh my gosh. It's like, it's literally worse than like the worst pair of blue balls on earth. Like it's terrible. Anyway, so that was a terrible joke. Terrible reference. Let me move on. So anyway, I'm backed up there. But it's a 2-lane road. So on the right lane, there's not many people over there. So I'm in the left lane. So I was thinking, okay, I'm just going to pull over into the right lane. And I see behind me that the traffic light is yellow. It's yellow. So it's going to be red. No one's coming. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm going to go to the right lane. So I start to pull over to the right lane. And all of a sudden when I'm pulling over to the right lane like that, wham, someone runs the yellow. I think they ran the red, but they said they ran the yellow. I'm not really sure. Again, I don't see color. So, hits me, and I'm like, we're like side to side in this lane. Drills my front, like, bender thing. Fender, Schlender. Let me stop before I say some type of slur on accident. So, I hit him. We pull over to this hotel parking lot. He gives me this wave. He was way cooler looking than I was. He gives me this wave, and he's sighing, and he gives me this wave to come over. So we go and park. And once we park, he was like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. Here's my number. My dad will take care of it." He's like, "My dad will take care of it. He's in the Army. He gets really good insurance, whatever." And I'm naive. I don't even know if I know what naive means. I'm a little dumb. I think that might be what I don't know. But I'm a little dumb. And so I was just like, okay, yeah, no worries. And I was trying to be like as non-confrontational as I can. And I was super hungry. So I really wanted my Chipotle. So I said, okay, no worries. Don't worry about it. And so we didn't call the cops or anything. And I guess it might have been my fault if he was on a yellow and I cut over in front of him, but I think he was on the red, so I think he ran into me. Whatever. And so I'm like, screw it. I go to Chipotle, and it's still my birthday. It's like my birthday, so I don't want to deal with it. And so I get to Chipotle, and I'm kind of sitting in the line, and as soon as I get my Chipotle, I'm on my way. I'm starting to go on my way home, and I call my mom. And I don't know why all these stories. I guess I just call my mom whenever I'm in trouble. But I call my mom, and I'm like, "Mom, I got in a car crash," and I kind of explained what happened, and she was like, "You need to go back there and you need to call the cops." And I was like, "What? No, I'm not calling the cops, dude. I'm not calling the cops. I don't want to deal with cops." And she was like, "You need to call the cops." And so I was like, "Okay, whatever." I go over there. Didn't even get to eat my Chipotle yet. It's my birthday, and she was like, "This is the price of being an adult. You need to get your butt back over to the parking lot." All right, well, whatever. So get back there, call the cops up, and the guy drives back. The cop comes, and I wasn't saying it was a hit and run or anything. I told the cop we talked. He just left, but we just got to get him back here so we can talk about it, I guess. I don't even know why I called the cops. I think it was pointless. I don't know. I was just listening to my mom. But anyway, so yeah, we exchanged licenses, and the story ends. He was like, "Hey man, is it your birthday today?" And this is the cop saying that. And I was like, "Yeah, it's my birthday." He's like, "Oh, nice. Congrats. Happy birthday." It's like, excuse me, bitch? Excuse me? It's not a good birthday present, dude. And he was like, "Yeah, but you'll be all right." And that was the end. And I just was like, oh, okay. Okay. I guess. Whatever. Oh, let me get into this topic right here that I've been wanting to talk about for a minute. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. So I obtained one of these bad boys. And I don't know how the car crash brought me to thinking about I don't know if I got horny talking about those car crashes or what, but maybe I am horny. I don't know. But let me tell you who is horny. Every single girl that reads one of these books right here. Every single one of them. Now, I want to see what they're all about. And I almost wish that I had a page. Oh, okay, here we go. I just flipped to, oh my gosh. I'm not even joking. I just flipped to page 276. I'm just going to read it out loud. And these are books that are moms our girlfriends. I don't have a girlfriend, but our girlfriends, our friends, like all the girls in our life are reading these books, okay? I flipped to a random page. This is page 276. I did not have this pre-planned. This is just how often it is. So I'm going to read this out loud. He kisses his way down. Oh my gosh, I can't even read it. He kisses his way down my body until his head is between my legs. A little bit jealous, but I'm going to read on. He kisses both thighs before slowly separating me with his tongue. Are you kidding me? The sensation is so strong, I dig my heels into the mattress and slide up it. So he has to grip my thighs and pull my body back to his mouth. I mean, you guys are reading this stuff, man. I reach for something to grab onto, but there's not even a blanket. So I put my hands in his hair and keep them there, moving in rhythm with his head. It doesn't take long to finish, and as the sensations roll through me and my legs tense, Ledger intensifies the motion of his tongue. Should I read on, or is that enough? I'm going to read on because I'm kind of getting into it. I'm glad this camera cuts off at my waist. Ooh, I tremble and moan until I can't take it anymore. I need him back inside me. I pull on his hair until he crawls up my body, and this time he pushes into me in one quick movement. He thrusts so hard, over and over, until we somehow end up on the floor next to the inflatable mattress, covered in sweat and out of breath by the time it's over. I covered him in blood because I was accidentally on my period, and I forgot to clog my vagina. Now that he is covered in blood, I'm more attracted to him because he looks like my childhood crush, a vampire. What? Okay, I might have improv that last part. I don't think there was any part about bloodiness, and that's not a kink of mine. All right, let's just say that real quick. I'm not into blood. All right, that's not any of my kinks. I'll just throw in a little fun joke there. All right, so let's get that out. Now, I don't know if I want to continue reading this because if so, I'm gonna have to pause this podcast and go take care of something. That was a joke. Reading words on a book does not make me erect. All right? Now, moms, on the other hand, if they read me the book of them reading it, I don't know what I'd be. I might be a little bit more erect than me reading it. I don't know. All right, let's see. What's even going on in the news today? Let's talk about something. Man, do I got to get a little bit better at segmenting parts, huh? I'm all over the place. It's just 88. Maybe I should have named this like ADHD podcast because, I mean, I'm all over the place. Oh, we could talk about like some of my past relationships. I don't know if I want to get rated R or not on here. I haven't decided. Should I get rated R or should we like kind of keep it more PG-13? Well, let me say this. I've had a girlfriend or two. I want to tell you guys a story. I do want to tell you guys a story. And it's going to be the story of how I lost my virginity, okay? I'm not a virgin. I'm sorry. I'm not a virgin. I wish I kind of was, but there's nothing really I can do about it. So I feel like everyone mates and everyone sticks things into things that maybe they wish they didn't stick things into, but I stuck mine in place. Well, it was my girlfriend. It was like not a big deal. But anyway, let me tell you about that story. And I'm just going to say this. This was the time where I realized that I was not him. I'm going to say that. I had a lot of confidence and stuff in high school, but this was a moment that took a lot of my confidence away. So let me just explain this story while trying not to think about it too hard. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you what age I am, but okay, so we get to the point to where it's time to make whoopee. Okay, so we're getting our thing on, we're doing our little kissing or whatever. This is a deep, deep story. If you guys want the whole story, I'll tell it eventually, but not until I get a little bit more comfortable on here. But so we start. I'm like on top of her, and I can't believe I'm telling this on the internet. But anyway, so I'm on top of her, and I think I'm new. I'm so new to this. I have no idea what I'm doing. My how do I even say it? My eye to dick to JJ ratio was just so off. Like my dick eye coordination was just unbelievably bad. Like I had no idea. Like I just couldn't get two and two together. I was just like, it was like shooting a basketball with like your left hand, or like trying to please yourself with your left hand. Like it's just so hard. I don't know why. But anyway, so I didn't know how to control that thing. And so I was trying to find where to put it. I knew the hole that I was aiming for, but I just didn't really know where it was, or like how to like get it in there, if I'm going to be completely honest. And this might be a little bit too vulgar. You could skip ahead in the podcast, but I don't know. I feel like I just kind of want to start off with a bang, and I kind of want you guys to get an idea for the tone of how this podcast will be. It's very unhinged. But so anyway, I found the hole, found it with my hand. But then when I would try to move back and put not my hand there, and I would try to do what like people who like love each other do. Again, this is my girlfriend for a long time, so it's not like that weird. But anyway, I just could not find the hole. Like I just could not put two and two together. I didn't know. It was much farther down than I thought it was going to be. The hole did not, like, I kind of thought it was like maybe on the front of their body, like almost like a belly button. And I don't know why, because I had felt one before, but I just didn't know for some reason where it was and how to enter it. Gosh, it still kind of frustrates me because I was struggling so bad. Anyway, moving on. Finally, I'm getting down there, and like I think I'm there. I think I'm there, but it just feels way too low. I mean, it's got to be your pooper. I don't know, because it's so far down. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is my first time ever. I literally just entered her garbage disposal. There's no way that this is right. Like, I'm way too young. I don't know. Do I ask? I don't know. I'm supposed to be like a pro, I guess, in my head, but I'm just not. And so I asked her, I was like, is this the right one? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay. And that probably took about 30 minutes, to be honest. And I was just playing it off. I was going back and forth. I was like checking. It's like, okay, how about this? So this is exactly what it's like. It's like when on the side of your bed, when you have the, like, when you try to plug your charger in, right? And it's dark. So you move your hand down there to feel where the charger is, like the holes in the charger. And then so you take your charger and you try to push it in the electric, what is that called? The outlet. You feel the outlet with your hand, then you move back your hand and you try to put the charger in it, and you're way off. And so you're okay, I'm gonna try again. So you move and you try to figure out where the electrical outlet is with your hand. You figure it out. Okay, 2 right there. Yep, right there. Got it. Cool. Now I'm gonna grab my cock. I didn't like the way I said that. I don't ever use that. Just imagine I was talking about a chicken. I grab my wiener, aka charger, and I try to go and plug it in the charger, and it's just you can't find it. And then it's like, okay, imagine you plugging in like a sacred hole right below the outlet where it's supposed to go, and if you plug it into that sacred hole, then like the whole house blows up. So you're like really playing with fire here. You need to hit the top hole. Can't hit. This is going on for way too long, but you guys don't. Oh, excuse me. But you guys know what I'm saying. It was just so difficult to find. Then eventually I did, and yeah, I mean it was tough, but we're here now, and I've came a long way, and I don't know. I haven't got much practice since then, but that doesn't really matter to me because that's just a really good story. And just like this podcast, like this first podcast that you're watching is probably going to be just as bad as that first time I ever did it. But maybe as I get a little bit more practice, you guys will be a little bit more turned on to watch the podcast. Okay, so that was another story. Let me just get into some things that, yeah, man, that was tough. I mean, I liked it, but I hated it. I don't know. There's a lot of things I'm not a fan of, really is. One of those being people that wear their watch facing forward. Oh, gosh. That drives me nuts. Say they have their watch on this hand, and instead of it being on the outside of their wrist, they wear it on the inside. Cool, dude. Cool. Okay, dude. you're like not cool, actually. You're a tryhard. You could flip your hand over and look at the time. Oh, it just drives me insane, dude. Okay, moving on, because that just works me on. That just works me up. Works me on, works me off. Works me good. Don't even know what I'm saying. I'm sweating balls right now. I'm not going to lie. My butt cheeks are like, I don't know if they're chafing, but there's definitely sweat in between them, right? Let me try to explain how that kind of works. When there's sweat and they're in my butt cheeks, I don't even know. I'm trying to explain maybe a recipe that could simulate to. Not like baking a cake. I don't know. Not sure. But I am sweating, so I just want you to know that. And I don't know if you guys want to picture this, but my balls are also sweating and they're sticking to my left leg. I'm kind of trying to stretch my leg out so they disconnect, but that's another thing that I don't really like. Girls don't really have to worry about that, which is cool. I mean, I wish. I mean, you guys have to worry about something else coming out of your vagina, and it rhymes with bed. Okay, moving on. That was terrible. Hopefully I cut that out. Goodness, I'm all over. Something went wrong with my camera, so I'm not really sure what that was about, but we're back, and I'm still sweating. So, just so you guys know. What were we talking about? We were talking about something good. Stuff that I can't stand. Yeah, let's keep talking about that. People who get out of the shower without drying themselves off in the shower drives me insane. Like, I mean, just dry off before you get out of the shower. I mean, I have a third leg that I have to dry off, and I still dry that off before I get out. That might have been one of those jokes that we like to do around here. May or may not be true. I'm not sure. When someone says that they're... Oh, this one makes me upset. When someone says their favorite animal is a dog. Yes, almost everyone's favorite animal is a dog. But when I ask you, what the fluff, no pun intended, oh my gosh, dude, I'm struggling right now. I'm not cutting it out. Everything's gonna go. Proceed as going. I don't know what's going on. Yes, I get your favorite dog's a dog, okay? I forget your favorite animal's a dog. But that's not what I'm asking. If I'm asking you what your favorite animal is, I want something like safari, like a giraffe. Cool, great animal. I mean, give me something. Dragonfly. Give me something that you don't live with. Like if you say cat, okay, like a lion or something else that's really cool. Like I get it, dude. You don't just say your pet. Oh, it's so cringy, man. Whatever. Another one that drives me nuts, and I think this is a problem throughout like the world. There should be no type of bathroom break that you have where you only wipe one time. Do you understand me? Look at me in my face. Do you understand me? You should wipe twice minimum. No, lying to myself. You should wipe 3 times minimum. Because if you have to wipe twice, you should have to wipe twice just in case. Because if you wipe once and there's nothing, you're going to wipe twice. But if you wipe twice, you might just want to go for a third wipe, right? If it's a 2 wiper, you got to go for a 3 wiper. Now, if it's a 3 wiper, you're definitely going to go 4. And that just builds up and builds up and builds up. I mean, eventually, if it gets to like 10 wipes, probably should just like get in the shower. But you should try your hardest to wipe as much as you can. Okay? Okay. Thank you. Man. People who have air condition actually is making me upset right now because I'm so sweaty. And I used to have air condition. I used to be on the cool kids club. But then I chose to move to somewhere where I don't have air conditioning anymore. And I don't know how smart that was. I really don't know. I really don't. I don't know how smart of an idea that was. But all I know is my balls and my butt sweat constantly. Constantly. You want to know what else makes me angry? You want to know what else makes me angry? People that hate on me when I have to shave. When I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta go shave. Oh, let me shave before I come out. Or like, oh, I gotta shave before we hang out. I'm talking about my face, all right? Not my butt crack. Dude, drives me nuts, okay? You want to know why? Because I can't control how much hair is on there. It's prepubescent boy, and I have to try my hardest to keep it clean. So if I have to shave so I don't look like an idiot, I get it. I can't grow hair. I can't grow facial hair. I understand. And this might be an insecure problem, and that's why I'm so freaked out about it, and I might be projecting. I don't know. But I will tell you what. It makes me mad. I feel like I got to burp or I got to fart. I don't know which one yet, but I'm going to continue talking and ignore it. But it makes me mad because I want to look good too. Like if it makes me feel more confident, makes me feel more attractive, then why am I getting hate for shaving my damn face? What? Would I get hate for shaving my pubes? Probably not, because there's a little bit more than there is on my face. But still, I mean, let me shave, man. Jeez. Moving on from that. Ugh. What even is going on? What's going on what happened? What's supposed to happen in 2024? Let's see. Election year is coming up. Ain't that terrifying? I don't really do politics. I don't know much. I have no idea. But if you do politics, make sure you don't forget that it's election year. I don't do politics, so I will be skipping out. But make sure you do them. I don't know. Who would I rather, if I had to, right? If I had to know politics, like if I want to talk politics, I want to say like, would I rather like would I have to let Donald Trump sit on me, or like would I have I'd rather have Joe Biden sit on me. Donald Trump's a little bit fatter. Ooh. Would I let Donald Trump sit on my face, butt crack out, for my mom to still live? Now, that's a good question. Thank you for asking it. No one asked it. Man. I don't know. Is this butt crack shaved or is it not shaved? Was it like a full day of like, oh man, I don't know. Is he sweaty? Is he not sweaty? Are his pubes red? Or Donald Trump's pubes red? Does anyone know that? Melania, you watching this? I want to know. Okay, I don't know. I still like I like girls. I don't know if we made that apparent. The fact that I'm having to say it probably doesn't help my cause, but I do. I really do. What would Joe Biden cause me to be nervous about? I wonder what Joe Biden's favorite food is. Probably I feel like he likes Lunchables. Joe Biden eats Lunchables for sure. And he likes the nacho cheese ones because you can't make the pizza ones. I'm not sure. Donald Trump probably likes Big Macs. I don't know. That's funny. That's so funny. Wait, I want to show you guys some of my tattoos. Can I show you guys some of my tattoos? I don't know if you guys will care that much, but hold on, I got an itch on my eyeball. You guys ever had a sty? Man, those things hurt. Like where you rub to. I have so many eye problems. You guys know I can't do my contacts or whatever, but I've had so many eye problems trying to get like that okay. I get styes. And no one's like farting on my face, I promise. No one's like sitting on my face. I'm not sniffing any poop. Yeah, I've never done anything like that, but I don't know why. I just sometimes get like little styes under my eye. I think it's like I don't cry that much. Maybe sometimes, but I don't know. I wonder how many girls watching this has sat on a guy's face. See, that's like just ADHD. Like, why would I even think about that? Why would I even care? Why would it come across my brain? Why would I say it out loud? I honestly think that I could qualify for the Love on the Spectrum show. I love the Love on the Spectrum show. It's like one of my favorite shows right now. They're like the nicest kids ever. But I really think I could qualify because I've had trouble trying to get a relationship for the last 3 years, and I don't really know if I'm on the spectrum or not. I asked my mom, and she said, I don't know. I never checked. Maybe. That's what she said. And I said, maybe as in like a question mark, or I was like, what do you mean? She was like, yeah, I don't know. I never got you checked. Okay, so that's kind of an issue to me. I would like to know if I am on the spectrum or not. Like, I don't know. But, yeah, that actually annoys me. That should have went in the things I hate. I hate that my mom didn't tell me if I am... Man, that kind of hits deep a little. Ugh. Yeah, that hurts. That definitely hurts. Would you guys still like me if I was on it? I want to get tested. I'm going to get tested. I'm definitely going to get tested. I need it. What is... Oh, wait, what were we talking about? Oh, we were talking about my tattoos. Yeah, I'm going to explain some of my tattoos. And then you guys let me know if you think they're cool or not. So I got this top one on the top of my leg. It is the 23rd Psalm. It was on my grandma's obituary. Shout out grandma. Rest in peace. She died a year ago today. Rest in peace. She was a baller. Anyway, that was her obituary. Obituary? Bitch-uary. I don't know why. And then I got a little anchor. That is one of my friends. Like, shows like our little deep little bond we had. Like, kind of cute, kind of silly, kind of, I don't know, whatever you think. And then I got 2 turtle doves and a rose because this tattoo's for my mom. Her roses are her favorite flowers, and she always planted roses at our house growing up. And then we always had 2 turtle doves that like lived at our house in the backyard. I swear they were always there. They made their nest in the same spot, the same time of the year for years. And the cool part about them is they mate for life. And my mom got her ass a divorce, so she did not mate for life. And so she always kind of wished she did. And so she that's her favorite animal because they never split up. Cute woman, just couldn't keep a husband. She can now though. She's doing good. All right. And then on the side I have a scale. It's like an old time scale. I designed it myself. I really like it. Might be top. I don't know. I like all my tattoos. I think I just farted. Yeah, I did. Okay. But yeah, so there's some scales, and it has like a little aurora around it. And I got that one because when I went to college, I did not learn balance at all. I was all over the place, and I was pretty lost when I got to college, I'm not going to lie. But I ended up finding balance in what I like and what I love. And I'm also a Libra. I don't really know what that means. I don't know if that means I fart a lot. If that is what it means, then definitely adds up. But yeah, I don't know. But so that's that. And then I got this one. You can actually see that one. It says your time is limited. Got that one for a friend that passed away when we were younger. He was in our class. And then do I have any more? Oh, yeah. I have one on my back that says family over everything with like a cross. And then it goes down into like some roots, like kind of like a family tree idea with some clouds. Kind of cool. I like it. Kind of shows my faith. Yeah. Man, this podcast I can't believe it. I mean, I honestly can't even believe I'm filming a podcast right now. It's always been a dream of mine. And like, I'm starting with duct tape on the wall. And like, I've literally put in hours and hours and hours of research and time and money to like get to this point. And like, even if you didn't laugh, like even if you like felt embarrassed for me watching this, like if you've even got this far watching the podcast, like thank you so much, because I don't know, it just means the world. And even if like you felt embarrassed for me, or like some of my jokes weren't good, or if you didn't laugh, like that's okay. Like as long as you were able to watch, and like if you laughed one time, because I am going to get better at this. There's no way you keep working hard at something and you just stay the same. Like I'm going to get better at this. We're going to have guests on here eventually. This is going to go somewhere. I promise you that. And I'm not going to give up until I get better, and until I can hold my freaking bladder and where do your farts get stored? In my intestines. Until I can hold my freaking fecal matter and my farts throughout a whole podcast, then I'll be ready to rock. So yeah, I got some pretty big dreams with this damn thing, and I've worked really hard, and TikTok is still going to be cooking as usual. I want to show you guys a lot more day in the life in Hawaii stuff. So we're going to try to get out. Ow. The duct tape stuck to my head. Stay there. But yeah, we're going to get out and we're going to, hopefully this is the plan. This is the schedule for the YouTube. If you are wanting to follow along on the YouTube channels, we're going to be pushing, 2024 is the year of YouTube for me. I've always dreamed of being a YouTuber, and I've always dreamed of making like longer form content. I picked up on TikTok, and I really love TikTok, and I won't ever stop TikTok. TikTok is amazing and has been so good to me. But I'm going to start doing one podcast a week, and then the next week will be like a video, something to do in Hawaii, doing something in Hawaii. I don't know what it'll be. Maybe like for an example, maybe I try to go skydiving and we like vlog that. And so that'll be a week. And then the next week will be followed by a podcast. So it'll be rotating. You can see my fingers rotating back and forth between podcast video. Hopefully that is the goal. One video weekly. If I can make that happen, then I've been killing it. I don't know. I'm still a full-time college student, so we'll see how that goes. But, matter of fact, I think I have homework right now. Yep. Yes, I do. I have homework and I have not done it. I want to drop out so bad. Please keep watching this podcast so maybe I can drop out because I hate this shit. Thank you. Also, I have an idea. Nah, I don't want to keep that idea. I'm going to keep that idea to myself. I don't know if I want to show you guys yet. I don't know if I want to tell you guys yet. That's a big idea. Ooh, I don't know. Do you guys ever use sunscreen? I need to do a little bit better with that. I never use sunscreen, ever. Never. Let's see if there's any more in this book. I can't believe it. Let's do a little callback here. What page were we on? 276, something like that? Let's see if they're still making love. Yeah, they absolutely are. They are still absolutely naked, and they are still absolutely loving each other. We wind up in the shower together, my back against his chest. The water is running over us as he holds me quietly. The thought of saying goodbye to him at some point makes me want to curl up and cry, so I try to convince myself that I am wrong about the Landrys. I try to lie to myself by saying things will work out between us. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not this month. Oh, this is kind of cute, actually. Wait, this is kind of cute. A little bit more boring than when they're fricking each other. But, yeah. Huh. He flips us over so that he's hovering over me now. I brought condoms. I want to take off your clothes. I want to have sex with you again, but I also feel like I should have a conversation with the Landrys before this goes further. I don't know. There's just a lot of lovey-doveys, and there's a lot of I want to come in your tummy, and I'm not sure if I could read a whole, how many pages is this? 310 page book. Well, maybe I should, maybe that could be a funny TikTok series. That could be a funny TikTok series. Maybe I read the book and we end up seeing if I like it, I guess. I don't really know. And then Colleen Hoover's got to be a freak, dude. Colleen Hoover has got to be a freak. Colleen Hoover gets tied up, and I'm calling that. Colleen Hoover gets tied up, gagged in her mouth, with either with a hog or with a apple. I don't know. Something is covering her mouth, and she gets into it. There is no way that this woman has not done every single position, taken every single size, everything in her. You have got to if you're talking like this. Does your mom read these books? Like, if I were to write this book and my mom read it, no way. No way. No way. I think I might get drunk tonight because of how much time I put into this podcast and finally getting it to happen. I really kind of want to celebrate it, and I'm 21 now, so I can kind of do that. I really want to celebrate this because this is a big monumental thing for me, and I'm so excited. My armpits are sweating, like I said. What else is sweating? My butt. Golly. It's like I went 9 innings with your mom. Do I got any stories on... Oh, I might have... Let me think if I have a story on, like, when I first found out I loved moms. I don't, but I can tell you this first time I got I can tell you the first time I got a boner. That'll be kind of a fun story. Maybe not the first time, but one of the times that I remember like the most vividly. Or maybe one of the times I got a boner in public for sure. I went to a Comic-Con or like something like that. I don't know. Some kind of a convention. Princess Leia was going to be there. Rest in peace. Carrie Fisher. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Praise Princess Leia in Star Wars. Anyway, she's dead. Rest in peace. But anyway, so I got to meet her. And I give her a big ol' hug. And, what? Am I tripping? I might be hallucinating. I don't know. But I give her a big ol' hug. And I start to feel it grow. I mean, there's not much to grow. But I start to feel it get bigger. And I don't really know how to feel. I mean, I know what's happening is I love it. But I don't know if I want her to feel... Because I was in like 6th grade, right? And I want her to like, I was thinking maybe she can check it out when I'm like in high school or something. I mean, I haven't even had time to grow yet, you know? But anyway, it does its thing. This picture right here will show you what happened. You can see the smile on my face and you can see how happy I was. And long story short, it did end up jamming into her leg. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't control it. I absolutely couldn't control it. I didn't check my pants if I needed to change them, but I'm sure I did, sadly. But, yeah, that was one of the most interesting moments of my entire life, for sure. Let me give you guys some, let me tell you guys what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. From now on, we're going to do like we're going to read some of your guys' confessions. I want you guys to do some like confessions, or I want you guys to do some type of like calling in. I don't know yet. I haven't set up the calling in thing yet. But if you don't have me on Snapchat, boom, and add me, and you might go in the next podcast because we're going to do, I want to read some of your guys' confessions, get a little bit more fan engagement, not fan engagement, a little bit more like follower engagement. So I could like feature you guys in some of these podcasts because yes, it's just me, but I also would like it to be, I would like you guys to be included. If you guys know what I'm saying. Could you guys see that? I don't really know. The camera's getting a little blurry. I'm getting a little bit of hallucination. How much time are we at? About 50 minutes. Probably not. Probably about like 40. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. This is podcast 1. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. I don't know what to say. We're going to call it there. I don't know what we're at. Maybe 40 minutes. If it's a 40-minute podcast, boom, that's money. For the first one, I'll take it. Hopefully we can start pushing an hour. But for the first one and for me getting a little hang of it, I'm proud of it. I love you guys so much. If you made it this far, I don't know, you guys probably like my biggest followers ever, my biggest friends ever. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I'm going to go shower because I literally smell like nut sweat. And I don't want to smell like nut sweat anymore. So, goodbye.